Hello everyone, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Just waiting a sec to see if the mic is working. It is. So who is on today? How are you? Let me share the stream. After Crazy Joe. So today we have a big announcement. Maybe you have an idea, maybe you don't. What do you think that is? Why do you think that is? What could it be? Kind of see the fine behind me, so I'm not sure how to fix that actually. It's a bit warm. Hopefully the last day it's that hot. Let me check actually. I think starting tomorrow or Saturday. Oh, it moved to Sunday. What the heck? Yeah, we're losing 10-15 degrees next week. But I thought it was the last day. We still have 2 more days of that heat, so... So I have a bit of things to do in game. I'll wait for a few people to be on, for the chat to get going, and then we'll talk about the announcement a bit later. And I need to get ready for Crazy Joe as well, and that's in 1 hour and a half. So I'll get going soon as well for that. And I'll actually take some spots before we actually do. Spots that are giving points. Let me put the troops inside so that people see it's already reinforced, and I'll do it properly later. Thank you, Ayal. I'm not sure if you're watching. We have a lot of new people in the clan, in the alliance, so it's very active right now. We took back the first spot, we gained like 5 billion or something. That's really exciting. I see new names, welcome guys. Actually don't see the names, I'm actually not sure how to do that yet. I need to step up my streaming game and I should be able to see who's watching, I guess. I don't know. People do that somehow. We have mergers as well. I'll try to cover that a bit, but it's a very simple story for us. I don't know if it's sorted actually, but most of it is. There is kind of an event for it that I'll cover as well. There's kind of new beginning. That will be for next week. That's kind of a bit of, charts, tiny bit of resources, tiny bit of gems. It's not amazing at that stage of the game, but could have been a bit more generous. But that's free, so no complaints. So that's okay, let's do the farm a bit. See, you can show your state now. I don't know if you noticed, but the new thing that they released, you can show your state. and you have the auto help. So I did 67 today. I'm actually curious how much I can get in a day, because I mean, that's not even the 2K, but I usually I'm on for like 16 hours a day, because I'm, you know, working on the computer from home, so I'll always have the game open, so it's not really a feat, but hey Rachel. Sorry, I'm lagging. I'm not sure if you hear me. The game lagged for a sec. So welcome to the stream. First of all, Rachel, or Rachel, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. But basically, they start on a Monday, but they are not the same week. Both of them start on a Monday, but they are not the same week. So there is 2 weeks in between these, right? You will have KOI, and then 2 weeks. 2 weeks later, you will have SVS prep. Oh, sorry, I got a very bad news from someone I know. I just sent a quick text. Let me know if it helps, if it was what you are looking for. But they both start on Monday. KOI lasts 7 days. SVS prep lasts 5 days. So that's a bit of a difference as well. But always, like all the big events that are scheduled, like all of Chief, basically, it's really like all of Chief if you think about it. You have all of Chief every 2 weeks, then you start to have SVS prep, and then all of Chief is replaced by KOI at some point, and then when that happens, you just have them all like always the same, basically. I just got someone close to me that got a very bad news, so I'm just kind of need to answer some messages. And how are you guys today? Are you so warm like I am? Basically, it's super hot in France right now. But I'm not sure where you are from. But so far, France is super hot. So I have the fan. I hope it's okay for the mic. It should not pick up the fan, but let me know if it does. Et oui Didier, c'est chaud. Pourtant on est un peu en altitude, hein. I'm kind of living in the countryside, I'm not in a city, so you know, we have like a few degrees less, let's call it that way. Like when Geneva is 35, for us it's 31, 30, so when, you know, ANC the same is 32, 33, we are still a lot, we are under it, so that's. But it's very hard to keep the house cold, basically, or not cold, but you know, chill. It's really, really tough. So that's done, that's KY done. I don't care to do points, so I'll just train until tomorrow basically, that's gonna be okay. But for us, 3 more days and it's cooling a lot. Hello to everyone that joined the channel. So I'll do the announcement that I'll prepare for Crazy Joe and see how many people we have today. I'm sure some of you know why you are here. You have a good idea. So we'll do it today. Everything is ready. I had very good news for the channel as well. I'll talk about that in a sec. You might have seen it already. I'll just get the title on my main just after it, so in half an hour we can prepare on the main as well. We had the update, not much more to cover than what I covered, but there are a few new additions to the game which are very minor, but it's still good to note eventually for some of you. Hey Starfinger, I'm okay. Wife went through surgery yesterday, so it went well. I did not talk too much about it because that's kind of personal life, but that was a bit of a stressor, I guess, a source of stress. But that's all good. I've seen her yesterday, I've seen her today, so overall very good news. So I'm doing okay. We'll play a bit together. We'll do some also Rachel, you are from where we watch Koh-Lanta. I don't know if you know Koh-Lanta. But yeah, Philippines. I never went to Philippines. Actually, it's some places I like to visit in. I guess, is it in Asia or Australia? I'm actually not sure where it is considered. It's in Asia. Yeah, fair enough. I would have said that, right? But the closest I went was to Thailand. I had a roommate that was from Cambodia, a colleague and roommate for a long time. Vietnam as well. Was actually as well a colleague and roommate for a bit. This area I really like to explore more. I mean, basically every country there. Laos as well. All of it. All of it, but that will be for later. It will be that will be for later in life a bit. Yeah, crazy. I mean, you can always send your troops and like. I mean, if you look at Crazy Joe, I still rank high every time, right? I don't think I did amazing last time. Historical ranking. Oh, Matty managed to be first, and I was not. I think I was top. I don't know. I was like third or fourth of the alliance, right? Often I'm right here. Oh, he might be doing it with the farm. I don't remember he was above me. That's okay. I don't really care, but he might be doing it twice. So usually I'm ranking well. You can do Crazy Joe as many times as you want. You just need an alliance for it. I just need to stop to join the rallies as well. That's I have enough for today. And pop deployment capacity a bit. Hey Dan, what would you say to get in Gen 6? So wow, it always depends. No? Who do you want to take in Gen 7, and who do you have already? That's kind of the question. Hey GLS, yes. Are you on a new state? You might be on a new state, right? I mean, 2043 is not that new, but that's kind of what happened, on the new state usually. But that's of course fun. I mean, many people actually do not touch these things, right? Oh, we actually need to like it's not reserved. Like I'll show you how it works on camera basically, because people are so confused about that. Even R4s, like they don't touch bear, they don't touch anything because they're afraid to screw it up, and often they do. So it's very simple, right? On every event you can schedule. Sometimes it says start, or it says start or reserve now, but it used to say just start, so it's always scary. But you have, when you click, you have the start now, or you have the set manually, right? And with the set manually, you decide when you want it to be. It's just a bit annoying to do. I wish there could be like a preset time you can register for Tuesday and Wednesday, and it's doing it every week or whatever. And you select the difficulty, whatever, and that's it. And you can put it close to Bear Trap 1, which for us is where we have most players, so it makes sense. I don't think it changed much. But we have it in 1 hour 50 minutes, so that's why you have the messaging going out, and you have the task list being updated, right? And there you go. Let's do one more rally. We'll stop auto joining as well here, so that's gonna be okay. So you are in 2165, okay. I guess it's well then I mean, I forgot which state I started on. But it's a brand new state, right? Oh no, that's 3000. I'm 3054 on the videos to make for like new players, but I could not make them for Crazy Joe this week. I'll need to wait for the next one. I wanted to make how to do your first Crazy Joe video, but then with the surgery and everything, like didn't really had the mood, let's say, to do it. But now it's all good. So Aidan, you have all Gen 4, all heroes to 4 stars, right? So Gen 6, who do you have? You have René, that's the lucky wheel, so you will likely have him to Gen 4, right? He's good. I didn't find him amazing or anything, but he's not bad. I mean, at least for me, my last hero, it's not on this account, was Nora, and I prefer René to Nora in most of the situation, and for Bear I use Mia, of course. Then you have Gen 6, you have Wooming. It really depends. I prefer to go for Hades, Gen 7. Oh, that's Gen 6? Yeah, that's Gen 6. I prefer Hades, so I skipped Wooming and I went for Hades instead. I find Hades a lot better in defense and like solo march than Wooming. Wooming is okay in arena, like our Wells were happy to, some people don't really like him, but I don't know any Well that were not happy to have him, to be honest. They did better in arena with him, they were happy with their solo march, we did not use him too much for rallies, but that's okay. And then the last one is... who is Gen 6? Oh, it's Wayne. I got Wayne, it was good for arena, so it depends. If you got Gwen, you can skip Wayne, because you will get Bradley. Which is amazing. So if you have, for example, if you have Lynn from Gen 4, if you have Gwen, then Wayne is not... It's a bit of an upgrade for arena and stuff compared to Lynn, of course, right? It's 2 more generation, it has a bit better skill, but, is it amazing and a must-have? I don't know. So it's not the best Gen 6, basically. So you can, of course, go for it, but it's really not the best. That's good, GLS. That's really good. The academy really changed a lot, but it's where as well where the kind of the whales are kind of they are running ahead. when T11 are there and all of that, you know, there is a big difference between a big spender and many people then. So let's do something else. So it will be a bit easier to do. And we can do, yeah, 87, that's good. So let's do me and let's cover all the kind of the weaker player on the outskirts that do not give points because they are usually offline. Yeah, so I mean, running depend on your shards and everything, right? If you care about arena and stuff. But I find Edis a lot better. Like I put Edis both on my farm and my main to 5-star on the first SVS, maxed her out, and she's really good. She's really good. Like she does not worth Bradley. Bradley allows you gain so much power and so much everything with Bradley. It's crazy. Like when you unlock Bradley to 4-star plus and you start to do, you know, anything. Exploration, arena, you just smash people. So I actually would consider doing Bradley sooner with a few hundred shards. Like maybe you spin the wheel plus you add 300 shards or something. So it's like, it's at a 4-star on the first SVS or first KOI if you don't care about saving for SVS basically. Actually need to put the chat a bit bigger. I'll actually open the chat somewhere else to have a better look at it because that's a bit small on OBS. So Starfinger, yeah, you actually mentioned, so still struggling on getting Essence Stones and Fire Crystal. I have 1.5 months to push for SVF. I barely have 115 Essence Stones and 600 after a month of saving. Yeah, it, you know, as a free-to-play, it goes very slow for these things. Like that's my farm and I've been saving Essence Stones for 4 SVS now. And I'm further than you, so I get more per bear and all of that. So that's 4 months of saving of Essence Stones. So you get 250 per month, I guess. Something like that, in average for me. Fire Crystal, I mean, I still Fire Crystal 8 on each, right? So that's still decent. I still need to do Lancers, I finish Marksman. So that's okay, I guess. That's probably okay. So that's 120, 145. Let's do all of these. Let's do math as well. And let's do Nora. Not this one, is 70, so that's not good. So the farm is ready, the farm is good. Yeah, it's a pain to save. I mean, for me, like the way I increase Essence Stones and Fire Crystal is really the Myriad Bazaar. I buy up to the €50 pack, and that's a lot. You know, that's a lot of both. You know, it's not as much if I only buy Fire Crystal. It's not as much if I buy only Essence Stone. But I think it's a very good balance. But I know not everyone can do that much. But you know, even the €135, it really helps a bit. Health, yeah, you're not gonna get. You cannot, you know, if you do your daily missions and all the event, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. These are the new chests from the Alliance Championship. I don't know if you paid attention, but they are not that good. But they are actually okay. And now, so let's pop the pets. Let's pop the 10%, and I need to wait for the... title, which will be 15 minutes. We are quite a few. I'll just make sure I answer questions, then I'll talk a bit about the announcement very quickly, guys. So I've changed a bit my plans. Can I get Great Shard in SVS? We are currently Gen 2. Heroes, who was the question? Is Rachel, right? So let me see if I can show it to you. But hero, they are obtained somewhere, right? And Greg, so Greg is Gen 3, so Gen 3 is all of Chief. So you will have it in KY or SVS, not for spinning the wheel, but for ranking in the event. Spinning the wheel is actually Mia, of course. Is actually Mia, and the other kind is all of heroes, so that the pack that you have, Sunday to Tuesday, in the deals you can buy, exchange for gems, a coupon or voucher, and then or buy it with real money, right? So that's kind of the spots. But yeah, you will get Greg for ranking in all of Chief and KOI. So that's really good if you manage to do it. That's really good. The only thing that's sorted for me right now is Chief gear, and Chief charm materials. But these are very hard to progress after a while, right? For me, if you start to look at charms, is like 300 of these, which is very rare, and I'm buying a bit. Then this is like 400, so it starts to be really tough. Same for the Chief gear, but that's gonna improve slowly, and there is no need to rush. Like the fire crystal is really important. See, even me, like I was hesitating. I actually did not took them this time because I went for like a lot of widgets. I wanted XP because I improved so much my gear and I'm behind on XP. So I took some XP for the hero gear, and I took like 47 widgets. So I'll have a lot of widgets to do. I need 35 for the next hero, so I'll wait a bit, but actually... Yeah, do I... one sec, guys. Let me disappear for a sec. Oh no, I'll do later. I wanted to buy a pack, but I'll try to get my widget to 6 or 8, see what I can do if I just buy basically. I changed keyboard and mouse, so I hope it's better for this one, basically. Eileen, yeah, they are not cheap, but at the same time, what else do you want to get except widgets? Like you get that permanently. You get it forever, and that's what matters when you join a rally. So it's really important to not fall behind too much in terms of fire crystal. So with my farm, I buy fire crystal. I don't think with my farm, right? But on this one, because I'm buying some with money, I don't need to take always fire crystal on events, right? But if I was free to play or lower spender, I'll take them basically, because it's just what matters is that. Hello. I'm not sure if it's someone from the stream, but. Hello if you're watching. So let's do Aaron's regular pack having shitty value. They have, but you buy item with a discount, right? You buy with 20 or 50% discount. So either you don't miss any 50% discounts, or you buy some with 20, and then it's one of the best way to get the widgets. So spender, they basically get the widget from here with the 20% discount, because that's 20% less. So for me, I'll buy a tiny bit of packs with 20% discounts, 20 bit of widgets, and most of them will be 50. Yeah, you could clearly do the. Oh, there is the top fan thing, man, on Discord. I was wondering about the ranking on people's name, but that you guys got XP for chatting, I guess. So that's a new thing. Yeah, you can definitely do the widget first if you want to. That's really okay. I don't have I'll do that myself sometimes. It just for me, it's just the balance between not lagging behind in Fire Crystal level. For me, I know I'll be Fire Crystal 9 for a long time. We'll have it next Monday. I have enough to go Fire Crystal 9 in next SVS. But then I know I'll go very slowly towards Fire Crystal 10. Because it's really expensive. It's like 30k Fire Crystal and shit, so it's so expensive. So I'll basically push my T11 Marksman first. And then I'll go, I think then I'll go very slowly towards Lancer. And while pushing for FC10. But I'm curious to see if we get a bit more, basically if we get a bit more crystals on day to day from the game free to play, because we have Fire Crystal 10 next Monday. I can double check that on my on some of the other older accounts, but I'm kind of lazy. So as you might notice, so let's talk a bit about YouTube. Let's talk a bit about the announcement. I applied for partner on YouTube, which I cannot do fully. I'm halfway there, like there is a kind of in between. There are kind of a first level of partner and there is a second level of partner. And the first level of partner is auto dubbing on video. So that's what I wanted to unlock with 1,000 subscriber, which I thought I need 1,000 and I could actually apply for a little while. So I did, they approved it. So that means that on all the upcoming videos, you will have the option to listen to it. Like there is 10 or 12 language that are included right now. So like there is Italian, French, Dutch, I think there is Japanese, whatever. So the videos are a lot longer to upload. So I usually put the video, it's uploaded in 10 minutes and I just, I don't edit too much or I don't edit at all. I just drop the video on YouTube, make a miniature and that's it. And the videos can come out very quickly basically. Like I don't have any skills in editing videos, and if I need to edit for 3 hours you will see a lot less content from me because that's not the kind of things I like to do. So I've learned to record one shot, and it's not perfect, but I've done that for podcasting before in many other situations, and that's kind of my style. I do one shot. If it's really terrible, I'll redo it one shot. Happen very rarely. Else that's okay. So that's a very good news. I'm really happy with that. The only challenge that I did not see and I did not understood is that it's not retroactive for all the previous videos, right? So all the previous videos, they don't have auto dubbing, so you cannot listen them in your own language. I was really hoping that it would be the full kind of, I don't know if it's a catalog, but the full videos basically will be translated in all language by AI. I was planning to re-record everything anyway, because the choice of keyword, the choice of title, the miniature, all of that could be improved a lot with my current knowledge of YouTube compared to when I started. I basically knew very little when I started, and while I still have a long way to go, I think it's still a lot better today. So I will need to update everything and re-record every guide I've made just to make a fresh miniature. Keywords were okay, but titles, and all of that. So I'll record anyway, but that means that the amount of video you can watch is very limited. That unlock like what they call super chat, super thanks, and whatever. These are things to donate if you want to. I'm not gonna ask for it, but you can donate on the chat, and it's called a super chat, and and you can do a super thanks. It's in the comment. If you want to say something in the comment, place a donation, you can. So these things are enabled on the channel. That goes together. It's a package basically. When you reach certain threshold, you unlock certain features, and the only one I'm missing is the ads basically. That you need a bigger channel to get the ads. I guess they want to kind of have their people paying them for ads to be shown on channel that's a bit more serious, I don't know, or more known or something like that. So that's the really good news, and I'm very happy about that, which means I'll open the Discord today, because the only reason I wanted the 1,000 sub was for the auto dubbing, and that's unlocked. So yeah, we got it. I'm very happy. So thank you very much for you guys for joining, watching, sharing. We did increase, not by 300 people, but we got 75 people in the last week. Add subscriber to the channel, which is really good. It's 10%, at that stage, so that's really good. So I'll for now just share the link to the Discord in the chat so you guys can join, and we'll see actually if you are not breaking anything and if it's working. And if it's working, I'll make a video and I'll announce it and then I'll publish it everywhere. But I cannot get it. So you guys will be the first to be able to join. Why can't I do it? So the long-awaited Discord from Tonton is hiding here. So you guys are welcome to join. There should be bots, there should be everything, all set up, all the information. There is still a lot of work to do, but you know, most of what I wanted is here. So welcome, guys. So starting here, I have enough chief gear materials to push. Mythic T2, that's good. Yeah. Is Mythic? I'm always confused, right? Yeah, these are Mythic, so you might want to unlock the exchange, to be honest, to do my Mythic T2 3 star, so you unlock the exchange. I'll still do it, unless you spend money. If you are really not planning to spend money on chief gear, I'll unlock the exchange. And if you are... I'll actually mute the channel. I'll mute a bit the Discord because you know it's gonna be messy otherwise. So welcome Utan, welcome Skozy to the Discord. If you want to put your your state and all of that in it, you can. So yeah, that's not again for me. That's one of the worst place to spend. So if you don't spend, I'll unlock the exchange with going to T2 2 star on Mythic, and then exchange some alloy and solutions for designs basically. Oh, and they actually put the thing in game, right? I actually need to see. So you see, you need 5 upgrades, so they divided whatever you need, so you can basically go to red very slowly, and I hope it makes more points during events as well, so let's see about that. I'm not too sure. So Neidu, I'm not sure how to pronounce. Hey Big Boss, welcome to Discord. What heroes should we use for crazy heroes? What skills are good? Where are you in the game? Like, are you very early days, or what's your situation to give you like something that's relevant to you? I'll pin the Discord link. I'm not sure how it works. I'm kind of learning with you guys as we go. I'll share it with the Alliance as well. Then on our Discord. So people are getting ready for Crazy Joe, which we'll do in a sec as well. But yes, so Discord is open, so that's really the big thing. I'm really happy with that. So that's something I wanted to do for a long time, just for myself as well. But I really tried to break it down like it's a lot of channels, so I'm really curious if you guys have ideas for the layout, for anything that will help readability either on the guide themselves. At some point, some days I'll review them one by one and I'll kind of update the structure so they are consistent in terms of formatting and all of that. Because I have made these, most of these I've made, you know, for over a year ago for my first alliances, so I kind of copy pasted everything and made it up to date. Basically, it should be up to date with the current situation of the game. So the goal is to really make the best guides available, written guides and the video guides. That's the TLDR of what we are trying to do here. Is the best guide everywhere, Discord and YouTube. And then, you know, when we conquer Discord and YouTube, we might go to TikTok. And people are like, you should make TikTok reels. Apparently it's a popular thing. I don't really use TikTok, so I'm not really sure myself. But yeah, maybe I'll promote it here. Someone's asking if I'm the real YouTuber, so I guess if I reply to him, you know, in the stream, I guess that makes sense, right? So Maryse, Didier, je compte sur vous pour créer une communauté de français aussi là-dessus, sur Discord. So I'm counting on the French dudes and, you know, girls and guys to help me basically create the French community here. If you want to, you know, I mean, there are a lot of people on the official Discord anyway, so I think you guys have a spot. You might not have a YouTube spot too much, but what do I do? I'll send him my best second heroes, and I'm gonna send him 80-20. So I need to reinforce one of my neighbor, but I'll go for Noisy because Noisy is my neighbor. So let's do that. I try to be on Discord, like you know, I already spend a lot of time in the game and everything, so I'll try to make it like a, you know, a place we can chat. You can ask for videos, you can ask questions. The channel should be blocked, like the guide channel should be blocked. So if you need a way to, I don't know how we do that, but to kind of ask, because else it's messy, right? So we need to find a way for question to be asked. I made a question, you know, channel to ask me question and stuff, but yeah, please share it. You know, you can copy paste everything you want to your own Discord. Like at some point, it should be made. That's why I started again to make few videos and few guides, right? So you have version of the guide that are working for really beginners, new states. You have version of the guide for most people that are kind of, you know, Gen 2, 3, 4, 5. That things are a bit stable. You kind of know what you do, and you need kind of end game guides, right? And they should be, but that's missing a lot. It should be macros for R4s as well and R5 to just be able to copy paste, right? And that's something I think I'll need help on that one. If, you know, some of you are R4s and R5 and are using macros to kind of tell about King of Asfield, SVS prep, educate people on, you know, kill event or Brothers in Arms, like all these kind of recurring event, I could take the one we use, but I think we could do like twice the amount of what we do to be really good. And we are like late in the game, so there are many things that do not make sense for us to explain to people anymore because they know about it. But I would really love to have each channel to have its own macro. So, you know, if you are R4 basically from another alliance, you can just come here, you know, copy paste to your own Discord. In a perfect world, you know, you'll talk about me, you say where it's coming from, you'll give me credit for it, but that, you know, I'm not even asking for that. You know, if it helps, it helps. I'm not gonna hunt people down and say, oh, you know, I was the one saying it or whatever. I did not invent anything. All that information was, you know, out there already. So I'm just trying to, you know, condense it and make it the best. But a lot of you join. I'm not sure about all the name, but welcome, guys. Really welcome. So that's our spot. You know, we can. That's kind of our community offline on top of the streams. So hopefully we make it, you know. the recalled. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. So where do I go? Where are the people giving points today? We don't really have farms anymore because we are full, so we basically recruited a group from the state we played SVS against, so 958. They had some internal issue, internal turmoil, so they decided to leave their state, so we got a lot of folks that join us, so we are kind of, we are powerful and strong, which, I've been a long time since we have been full with activity, except maybe we have 2-3 people that are not really active right now, but that's, that's enough. So let me find some people that will be online. NMT other city. So Fire Queen shed she would. And I think last time she did, so that works for me. Only did. That would be good enough. Sorry, Nadu, I did not really respond to you yet. So if you are joining someone's cities, right? If you are a garrison joiner, so you are sending, your troops to someone's city, yes, what matters is expedition, the first one, right? So you will want either something that reduces damage like the troops are taking, but it's not really an issue for Crazy Joe, so I'll rather go for something that increases damage. Oh, sorry. So like Flint, Mia, Philly maybe a bit, she's increasing both. That kind of heroes, right? But you can do as well. You can do Patrick, you can do Sergei, they works as well, right? That's really okay. Oh. There is no point in reinforcing someone that's full. She's not super strong, but she's gonna be okay. She had the world reinforcing her. So yeah, that would be the first expedition. So in your own city, you want your 3 best heroes, and you want to make sure that they are properly set up, because often people don't have that. Somehow they have other heroes saved, and that might be my case. No, it's not my case. So you what? Oh. I'm sorry for the yawning, I'm a bit tired. So you want your best, and then for when you join, it's really depending on what you got. But the classic JC, Jasser, Siyun, Patrick, Sergei, again, Mia if you have her. Philly is okay. Zinman, he's not the best, but he has up to defense and health, right? So that's okay. That's defensive. Reina is very good if you are level 4. She's increasing a lot of the damage. Baiti is good as well. What is Bokan? But they changed his name, so I'm not sure how he's called now. Lumak Bokan. Lumak Bokan resisting damage as well, so really good. So all of these, depending a bit on what you have and what you use yourself. Tonton, the War Academy Commission and what? The War Academy Commission are timeline based, my friend said. Yeah. I know. Someone told me. So, but I could not find somewhere where you have, Gen 5 you get that amount, Gen 6 you get that amount. For us, I don't think it changed with. Yeah, I don't think it changed. Because how much you says in state 120 they got 20, because for me I got it's here. You mean they have 27, right? So they have 40, they have 54. Then it's amazing, right? But for me, it's not the case. So I cannot check that. My other accounts are not strong enough on older states, so I'm not sure. Yeah, Gen 4 it's 10, so for us is 13. 27 is a lot though. But that could be, that could be that we'll see Monday. Maybe it's not linked to the hero generation because we got a new one. These things are more linked to new buildings basically. So we have Fire Crystal 9 and 10 Monday, so I can check Monday. And then if that's the case, it's very simple then, because you know, if it's per generation of heroes, it's tough because there are so many. But if it's linked to the buildings, and you have, you know, Fire Crystal 5 to 7, 8, and then Fire Crystal, but that's weird, and that wouldn't work as well, right? Because we have more than you, so. Edin, what kind of thread are you looking for? Are you looking... I don't have a thread to recruit, but at the bottom, very much at the bottom, one of the last things is state transfer and mergers, and you have my videos and a quick guide about transfers, basically. Let me show you. So here, right? If you, basically that's kind of the issue when you have so many channels, right? I kind of collapse them all. So you have main event, secondary event. So secondary event is like 2 days, so that's armament competition, officer project, kind of thing like that. Then you have a seasonal event and other events, so that's the typical one we usually have, plus I'll cover the seasonal ones. And below you have the state transfer, which I decided just to kind of explain the basics, right? How often they go, that the power you can expect based on ordinary and leading state based on generation and furnace level. So that's really good to know, because for us, for example, we know that next time we will be furnace 10, we will be Gen 7, very likely, or Gen 8, so that will be between 4.5, I mean, not 4.5, but 450 million or 550 million, right? And so if you plan to transfer over multiple generations, like I did in the past, you kind of anticipate. That's something I didn't know. So that will help you. That's why I put it there. Like, many people get stuck with either the amount of passes, and that do not tell you the amount of pass, because it really depends on your charms and on your essence stones and all of that. But you know, unless you're a big spender, it's gonna be 6, 8, maybe 10 or 12 if you're really, you know, if you spend a tiny bit and you push like your chief gear to certain threshold or whatever, the game will make you stronger. I think you are stronger, but like, you know, if you have 6, 8, 10 for 95% of you guys, that will be okay, or of us in general. And then, you know, if you need a bit more, that's really because you spend. You get some summary about the events, so that I need to double check, because I just copy pasted from Just Called. Just Called is doing very good content on the official Discord, so. And then you have my videos, right? But the guide, how to choose an alliance, and how to drop power. So that's what I'm gonna try to do, right? Written content, and sometimes the written content will be translated into video, sometimes it won't, and at some point everything should be. But you know, it's still a lot of work, so. Still a lot of work. So I still need to find 2 people in the next few minutes. Oh, I still have 20 minutes, so we're actually good. We are doing good. Hey Izagi, welcome. Welcome. Oh, are you... Yeah, it's Isaki. See, it's you. And it's me, so I'm the real Tonton. I mean, Tonton means uncle in French, so, you know, everyone is a Tonton, I guess, or nearly everyone. We won't have a farm, right? We might have a farm here. So let's go and let's give the farm some stats. And let's do crazy T11. And let's look at the poll to see what we do. Discord. Interested. I'll just kind of share the link here as well. So, you know, if we have other alliances that want to join. So I don't really advertise myself often, so let's do it a bit. So thank you for subscribing, Idagi. You said you would, so I'm calling you out. You don't have to, man. It's really up to you. It's really up to you. So we need to find 2 people. So where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go? Many of these people. I mean, some people say I'm out and I send my troops out and I reinforce them many times, and they always have a lot of infantry. So I'm like, I'm good. I'll reinforce you with my farm instead. So I'm actually gonna make points. So usually, he's already reinforced. Is it necessary to complete Officer Project 2? No, it's not. That if I don't know if it was you asking the question the other day in the comments, but if there is one event I will skip, it will be Officer Project 2. So, you know, armament competition, Officer Project is always a rotation. You have armament competition, Officer Project. So that's usually, we call them competition 1, Officer Project 1, and then you have armament competition 2 and Officer Project 2. The first 3 are easy to do, because armament competition you will do it with hero shards or fire crystals, and that you kind of always want to use these because you don't want to stay behind too much. So even if you save for SVS, still good to do this. So the first armament competition you complete it no finger in the nose usually, unless you burn absolutely everything on SVS and you don't have anything, but that's something I rarely do. I always have enough to complete armament competition. That's kind of things I've learned in the past. Then Officer Project, the first one is training troops, so you will do that naturally. You don't have to make any effort, or you will have to use 5-10 hours of speed up or something like that. Or maybe you use 20 essence stones or whatever, but that will be very easy to complete. Then the other armament competition, I forgot actually, but it never caused me too many issues to complete. And the second Officer Project is a bit more of a headache often, and it does not reward you that much. So that's the one. If I skip one, I'll consider skip that one. Basically, you are totally right. That's the worst of all. And you know, it's okay at the end of the day to skip a 2-day event. I don't have any right now. Right, we'll have them next week, but they are not that amazing. So that's really okay. So guys, feel free to share the Discord with everyone. You will have, you know, I set up some bots and everything, so you know when there is a live and stuff like that. And we'll try to. That was really for me again. Like the vision is explained on the Discord. If you look at, maybe I should read it quickly. But there is a Tonton welcome message, and you can clearly see like that's my intention, right? I did create that channel because people asked me for many months after making written guide for my alliance. People have been like, you should make videos, you should make videos, you should make videos. So I was like, okay, one day someone asked me about Frostfire. Frostfire was about to start and I made a video and then kind of started the thing. I've been considering it for a long time. But we can actually do, achieved or something like that. Right, because we're kind of there now. but I don't have enough character, so I need to boost it. I need to see how it works more on Discord, but you kind of get my vision. So we did the Discord, that's officially launched. We are not 1,000 subscribers, but we are 750, so it unlocks some monetization if some people want to support the channel, but that's really not needed. And more importantly, it unlocks the auto translation by AI, which is auto dubbing, but again, it works only on new videos. So everything I've done in the past, I need to re-record, so it can be auto dubbed, and you can listen to it in the language that whatever they offer, basically. YouTube. I might need to reactivate streamer mode just for privacy. Ah, tu n'as pas accès au canal Tonton Welcome. Tu le vois pas? So you don't see it, or you don't have it at all? So let me edit. So something I did not do, I did not double check that everything is working like I wanted. So we kind of do that live. So hey KD, Akira, welcome. Resolute King, Bindas, welcome. Welcome everyone. So we reached milestone 3 of the project, and then the next project is kind of recording a lot of videos in higher quality. So that's on me. But I need a bit of practice. I might need to change a few things on the computer. I need to maybe I should do at some point a setup on record on the tablet or something like Cheese Ghoul is doing. I have no idea how he's doing it. I have no idea how this thing works, but it could be actually. I like the computer, so. So now you should see Didier. That should be fixed. That should be fixed. So let's look at categories permission. Let's allow everyone to see it. So that's okay. Let's edit, because I'm new to Discord. It looked like a, it probably looked like a like I watch a lot of guides, a lot of people making free content about how to do a Discord properly, so that should be okay, but I kind of need to double check many of the things which I should have done. I actually totally forgot, so that's a bit my bad. So I'll do some of the things quickly. I'll just make sure everyone can see the guides as well, right? So that's okay. Permissions are okay on most channels at least. So that should be good. Let me know. Let me know if it works for you. I'll check some more because I have a doubt. Because I'm not sure it should be set up actually. I'm not sure all of it should be set up. Permission. Because I want people to be registered. Like you should basically have a few questions that are being asked to you. So it's kind of filtering bots, and it should basically flag you as a survivor. So then when you are flagged, that's kind of the first rank on the Discord, and when you are flagged as a survivor, then you should be kind of not a spammer or anything like that, and then you should be able to see everything. But I'm actually going through all the categories and just double checking quickly, because I might not have done all I wanted. So if you don't see much, that could be the case, and in 2 minutes you should see, because there is one step I forgot to do. Can you see, Didier? Can you see? Unmute. Edit, permission. So I'll give you guys all access, and I'll make sure you can see everything. So then I'll kind of show you what it should look like, basically, and we can basically quickly review together if everything is here. So that's maybe why some people were asking about certain categories and stuff. If I did not allow you to see the channel, that's not gonna work. So, but now I nearly finished to set up, to force like, because I thought it would be by default, but I prefer to actually set up the access like properly to everyone. Okay, that's for admins, that's normal. Okay. So, hello Marcus. I'm okay, and you? So we are looking at the Discord. So let me share Discord state transfer. So basically, right, when you come in, you should have access to all of these, right? So you should have Advanced Teleport, Whiteout Survival Official. So these are just broadcasts from the official Discord that are here. Tonton's content, so it's, you know, announcing YouTube videos and, you know, and my links. Community, and then start here priority. So that's really kind of to give someone, you know, there are many guides and stuff. So that's, if you don't know where to start, you kind of get the first few days and your furnace, you know, what to do if you're not yet furnace 30 plus some basic priorities based on, you know, are you free to play, low spender, mid spender, basically, and what it means to be a mid spender. Then you have the basic information and all of that. So, you know, this one is a bit long. It's covering a lot of things. Some of them are a bit more boring than the other. And then that's where you start to really have the guide with city progression, where you have, you know, things about fire crystal, all of that. And the real guide that you guys like the most is often main events and secondary events and seasonal and other events. So you should see all of that. And if you don't, just, you know, just let me know. I'll just double check everything quickly again. This one was missing, so let me fix it. And that's actually main event, so that's really important. I need to be careful because the button to delete the category is very close to editing it, and I don't want to delete all of it. That's one of my big fears, is like, if I freaking loot the Discord, like that's I'm losing my sanity at the same time, I think. what the average score it should be, it depends a bit, right, on your generation and your activity, but I would say 60 to 80 mil. Like, actually I put it on the Discord. Is it coming back up? It's actually on the Discord. So I put it in SV. I put it in the main event, right? So that's what I've done in my farm at the benchmark. That was done in Gen 5. So I saved for a month and I burnt everything. I think I burnt everything. So my bags were emptied the SVS before, and I did not spend money. I did not do Foundry, Forest Fireman Canyon on my farm, so I'm missing even some event. I just did some moss bears and local sandfire, blah blah blah. Kind of explain it all, and that was 20 mil in prep. So that means that it was a prep where I could do a lot of buildings, because it was probably close to Gen. We're still in like Fire Crystal 5 to 6, and I probably had to go to Fire Crystal 6 or 7 or something. So there was a lot of it. And the only thing I saved was general shards from previous generation. So on Gen 5 on my farm, I basically did. What did I do on my farm? I actually forgot. I need to finish that. Before I lose the buff. So let me go to the womb. And who else? We'll pick someone that's not as important. So I got my farm, yes, that's the most important thing. So you get a breakdown on my score and what I've done exactly, so you get a good idea. So if you multiply that by 3, that's 60 million. So that should be, it's not 60, 80, it's more like 45 to 60. Because, if you are not like, if you are Gen 1 and 3, you will get a lot less fire crystals and everything, so you might do less, so you might be 40, 60. And to win SVS, you need to be able to do 80 to 100 in my experience. And that's not guaranteed to be first. It's kind of guaranteed to be top 3 in most states. But I've not always been first with, 100 million points. So Phil says that he emptied, so let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot, guys, so I don't have to think too much, and I'll just do infantry, so that's the amount of points. I'll mute myself a minute, guys, really quick. I'll come back. I have a quick audio to listen to, and just want to make sure that's be right back in a sec. And I'm back. And I'm back. Yeah, 60 mils top 10, so it really depends on the activity of your state. But for us, 60 mil, yeah, you do top 5, right? Top 5, top 10, depends. It really depends on the SVS, but it's hard to... It's really hard to so it's a bit tough, right? It's because if you push for 3 months saving and you finish top 10, you really don't have much. You really don't have much for it. And if you're on a more active state, then you forget it. So either you push on KOI, or you plan your whatever without the shard at the reward, right? And you can totally do it, right? For me, because I push one event every time, I get 300 shard more than if I would not, and that means that I would not have done Nora, which I could have totally went without Nora. Maybe I would not have done Greg-ish, maybe. So, you remove 2 or 3 heroes in these and I'm still doing okay, right? So it's not the end of the world, basically, to not have the 300-400 shards of pushing during SVS or KOI and ranking well. It's not the end of the world, but it really helps you to... If you want more heroes, it really helps you. That's for sure. Yeah, sorry guys, I got quite a few messages about important things that, that's live, I guess. Yeah, but we are ready. Let me know if it's working for the... let me check the chat. I did not miss much. Let me know if it's working on the Discord, basically. Now, if you have access to the channels, I've seen many people joining, so, we are maybe 15, 20 already. Merci Scozy for le... Thanks Scozy for the details. I need to check actually. Survivor, view members. View server as role, okay. So I need to compare, okay. I see what you mean. I see how to check. I would have checked with another account, basically, which is really not as convenient as just what you shared with me, so that's really good. Something we'll be able to do soon as well is to do the VIP push. That's 600k points, so that means it's 2.1-ish. So that's only So it might take a month or two, right? With I don't spend enough for it to be very quick, but by the end of the summer we should be able to push to VIP 12. And I hope by then we have a seasonal event, because I would really want to use these gems on a good seasonal event. But I won't wait too long, because just because it's better to be VIP 12 soon. It's 3 shards per day, so plus it's say 16% lethality, so that's decent. And we are. Did you train, Maryse? Did you do training already? Because for us, like right now, KOI look like. Yeah, I don't know. Like, why the heck? I mean, if you go, you should go all in, right? To win if you are free to play, low spender. But like the dude is pushing 3 times the points, so I hope he save a bit for SVS. Because he's like. This guy is a new, so I don't know. We don't know him. I don't know if he's a spender or everything, but Tarza is really not a spender. He's not that an active player, to be honest. Tardaf is, it's farm, so they are pushing here. Don't ask me why they are pushing for King of Icefield with the farm. That do not make sense to me, but whatever. And many people pushing, we don't really know, but see that we are not a state that push for KOI. KOI is very easy to win here because we save for SVS. Yeah, Wayne. Yeah, Wayne will be good to replace Greg and Amos. Amos is, he's not bad, right? But Edith is so much better. She's really, really good. She's really, really good, so. So he has reinforcement. Turbo Guy probably has some as well. So let's see how we're doing. Actually, it needs to be. No, I registered it. So 6 minutes. So that's all okay. So Vegeta, he got D-Road during SVS and he's offline forever. It's a very casual player. He used to be strong. Vegeta used to be strong, but now he's kind of, offline 8 days. I think we'll kick him after that. He's been Fire Crystal 6 and forever. He's really, really inactive. And he got 0, so I'm defending him, otherwise he'll burn. Then I'm reinforcing my farm, but yeah, more people are helping my farm basically, which I don't need, but that's okay. Noisy is okay, he has no infantry usually. Belgium Chocolate, that should be okay, it's a farm, so we'll try to make points on the farm. Wu, I have no idea, never reinforced him, so I don't know how many troops he has. He's kind of not a super strong player, but one of the stronger ones for sure. Compared to free to play. And Field the Epic is, he's not always removing his infantry, so we'll see how it goes. Wayne is okay for arena. Some people say he's quite good, but I did not again, there are very heroes that are mind-blowing. I think it's Alonso and Bradley. Like all the other ones, they are good, but I never felt like. Oh, sorry. But basically, he has some area of damage. Area of effect damage to enemies, straight line, blah blah. So that's okay, and the rest is like extra attack chance and crit rate. So that's low. 15% is low, so I'm not sure. We have critical damage in the game. Like there are 2 heroes that are doing critical damage, so no idea how it works, no idea when it works. Like It's so rare, basically. It's a bit weird sometimes. Marcus is Mia. It's a no-brainer, it's Mia. Like I forgot exactly, but I did like 30+% with Mia compared to René. Hello Hassan, welcome. So Mia did 30 to 40% more. So I used to be like hundreds. Can I show you? So that's my rally right now. I used to be around 80 to I used to do twice less damage, right? So what happened is I use Flint instead of Hector. I use Mia instead of René, and of course I pushed last SVS, right? But that's with T8. So we use 10 10 80, right? So you can clearly see these are 10 10 80 FC8. These are 80% Fire Crystal 7, right? That might be people with different ratio, but you can clearly see the difference between T11, Fire Crystal 8, Fire Crystal 7 usually. Sorry, but I'm very close to 200k. I'm regularly beyond it, depending on who is joining and with what hero, basically. So clearly Mia. No, it's a no-brainer. Try it. Like for me, Flint, I just started to use it again because I saw was Shield Gaming video a long time ago. He was saying that Flint is better. I was like, okay, whatever, I'll test it. I had a doubt, and in my test he was not better, so I stopped using him, and then people kept saying in my alliance that it's better, so I did a test again, and I gained like I mean, I don't know if it's very little, but it was like closer to 10% damage. So Mia was like 30+% damage in most rallies, and Flint was 10%. And probably the other percent I gained was from like improving last SVS, basically. But that, put together, it's you go from 90 to 100k to basically 200k more or less. So that's a good buff, and people are a lot more happy to join my bear rallies, And even for myself, like you do 6 rallies, so 100k, it's 600k by default, so it's very good. I just wish I had Geronimo. That would have been amazing. That really would have been amazing. But I could, but I think it's, it does not worth to spend, that's gonna be another 120, so 120 plus 60, plus 60, plus 60, right? So it's like, I bought one which was maybe 24, so it's like 400 euro just to get Geronimo in Gen 7. It's a bit late for me. Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm happy. I'm happy with Wayne. It's not Bradley. You will, when you have Bradley, you will understand. But I'm happy with Wayne. I've been using it a lot, using him a lot in many ways. Some people say that Gwen is better for Bear, for example, but I think if you get the widget, because she increases offense lethality, right? But for me, I tried Wayne and Gwen. I do a lot more damage with Wayne than Gwen, and I do far more damage with Bradley. But Bradley, it's Bradley. He's a freaking monster, even if it's a useless widget for that part of it, right? How many points do you have, Maryse? For the KY? Okay, so it started. Is Lynn good as rally joiner? So what is she doing, right? She's doing damage up. 40% chance to do damage up. So no, she's good. I mean, she's not bad, right? I think the difference with Mia is mostly Mia is 50% to do 50, right? So, but it's not the same wording. So I actually don't know if Lynn 50% are as good as the Mia's 50%. Like the game is super inconsistent when it comes to wording on spells, and we don't really know, which one are better, except at looking at reports and after a while kind of having an idea. But Lynn is okay. Lynn is totally okay. Even as she's a decent damage dealer as well, right? That we don't care that much. She has attack up and she has damage up, right? She has 2 offensive skills. And our widget is defender, so we don't care for bear. But she has 2 attacking skills. They are not the best, but they are decent basically. So, and she's a wheelie row, so you will have her for sure. You don't have to stress too much. So she's weaker in arena and exploration basically. Lynn. That's where people don't like her that much. Is more arena exploration. Does SVS KOE ranking become easier as you play longer in the game? Good question, Starfinger. It depends. It does. Often it does, right? So what happened? That's my experience on the state I've played. KOI, it depends how SVS focused is your state. But for us, most people do not push KOI. There is always the winner, and you have always someone that do something like that, right? There is always someone that goes all in because it's a lot easier to win than SVS prep. But many people are skipping it, especially for us. It's a good question. Where are we? We are wheel number 3, so maybe we are halfway through Bradley. So people that wanted Eddies with shards all the way, they got Eddies maxed already. People have Bradley in a decent spot because many invested general shards on Bradley because he's so good that you don't want to wait the end of the. If you have a bit of shards, you don't want to wait the end of the generation. So most people have their heroes, so it's quite easy, right? But I'm sure on some states that might not be such so much SVS focused, it could be a lot more competitive because of the shards, right? So often KOI become easier in my experience because I played mostly on SVS focused states. SVS becomes a bit easier as well, notably because what will happen with whales, hey Kimberly, is that if you look at I cannot show you anymore, right? But I was second basically. The first one was Webster. So it was her that was first. Like someone like PT was pushing. But PT he doesn't have max charm anymore because we have beyond level 11 now, but they are super expensive. Level 12 to 16 are super expensive for the charm, so he does not do that much of them. But so he push some of these folks they push a bit during SVS, but for me I'm still pushing everywhere, right? I'm pushing on Fire Crystal, I'm pushing on research speed-ups, I'm pushing on training troops, I'm pushing on Essence Stone, I'm pushing on Shift Gear, I'm pushing on Shift Charm, I'm pushing on pets. So I'm basically saving 3 months on all aspects of the game, because I have no aspects for me is max, because I'm not a big spender. So I have room of, I have margin of progression everywhere, except Fire Crystal, which is kind of limited at the end of a building cycle, right? So that's how I compete versus people that spend more, but they spend on charm, they spend on essence stone, they spend on something specific, and they'll do a lot more point there. So that's kind of what happened as well for the bigger players that are getting close to max. They cannot push on every aspect of the game, and they cannot make as much point as a result. So sometimes you can kick their butts, because for you still have pets, you still have Fire Crystal building. So it's good to target SVS where you can do all if you want to push. If you are like end of I don't know, Fire Crystal 3, and you will get Fire Crystal 5 and 4 soon, then what I would do is I would not push on the first SVS, right? Because Wells will have prepared Fire Crystal, they'll push for Fire Crystal 4 or 5, and they'll make so much point that you cannot win. But I'll wait for the next SVS, and I'll push for the next SVS, which, I'll have planned my 3-month saving, more or less, based on that, and I'll push when I kind of have a feeling that the stronger spender on the stage already are Fire Crystal 5. So, and I'll save up general shards, and I'll pick one hero of that generation. I'll put them to 5-star directly on day 2. Then I'll spin the wheel, plus all of that, right? How are you, Kimberly? So, sorry for that. I'm yawning a bit. So that's what I can say. I'm not sure if it's helpful, but well, we are wave 7, so we cannot know. Let's look at quickly how it goes. Did I make good choices? So that's my farm where I should make decent points. So King Vegeta is not that good. He probably has infantry. Yeah, he's killing most of it. So because he still have a lot of troops. He still have 500k infantry in his base, so was not really a good bet. The Wu is a very bad bet, because there is the knees. Is he killing any himself? Yeah, he still have a bit of infantry as well. No, they are lancers. So lancers are doing kills. Like that for me it's crazy, right? We have Denise with infantry and lancers. Me as well with only infantry T11. So like his lancer should not touch the monster basically. So yeah, so sometimes Crazy Joe is not as clear as is our SVS or is SVS worth it. Depends, right? Depends. It's semi KOI, right? So for me, like what are the options, right? Either you push every time. What happens if you push every time? I don't know what happened to you if you push every time, but for me, I'm here, right? I'm top 20, top 10. So I'll push every month, every SVS I'll push. I'll get a bit of gems, I'll get a bit of shards. I'll never rank 1 or 2 during the day, so I'll rank, I'll rank that. So I don't get that much, right? When I push every 3 months, I still be, maybe I'm ranking whatever, below 100, but I don't care, because if you rank 50, 51, 200, like, who cared about that, right? 5 shards, 400 gems, like, who cares? It's literally nothing. The game gives me nothing if I'm here. So either I get that, or either I get nothing. And that does not matter, because I get nothing. But when I push, I get that amount of shards. I get many times in the day. I think it's more in SVS even. I get gems, 2 or 3 times. I got 20k gems. Many days, the other days I got 12 to 7, or 4.5 or 2.5, whatever. So I get a lot more by pushing every 3 months than pushing every month overall. I get, I don't know if it's 100 times the rewards, but between, 10 shards and 300 shards, that's a lot. That's 30 times the rewards, right? So I really think, let me check. Okay, that's wave 39, so I need to find noisy. Yeah. So I really think you get a lot more reward by pushing every 3 months when you are, low spender like I am. But that means you need to push on an event that you need to rank first some days and to rank top 3 or, top 1 the other days. So for me, between the shard and the gems, yeah, it's worth it. Is it amazing? No, it's not amazing, but what are the alternatives, right? What else could you get? You push on, armament competition, you get what, 20k gems, I think? Or 50k, I forgot, on armament competition officer project. Like, you push on, just let me do that so I don't miss it. I even have it saved from last time. Okay, that's gonna be okay. I forgot to put the banner, but infantries, 25k lancers. We always do the same, so I guess all people know by now. Which one? Like, I mean, Alliance Showdown, like, what do you get? You get a building that give you 1% attack, 1% defense, like, that's kind of, that's not good. Like, when I saw Alliance Showdown, I was like, that's amazing. I was thinking maybe the bonus from the building were multiplicative and not additive, but these are additive. Like, it's literally 1% defense. You get 2,000 at that stage of the game, like 3,000, 4,000 for wells. Like, well, 1% is not gonna do anything. When you have you have 1,000% health, you have 2,000% defense. Like 1% defense is gonna do nothing to you. So whatever you gain here is like 50 fire crystals. Meh. Yeah, but that's 50 fire crystals. It's like 2 days of intel missions. It's like 2 days of intel missions. For us we got 10. Then you got 10 here, so we got 20. So at the end of the day, these are not amazing. None of these are amazing. It's not like you get 300 essence stones or something like that. That would really be amazing. So is what makes sense for you, what makes sense for your states. For me, I decided to get quite a few heroes, so the shards make sense. But I could totally live with less heroes and not having these shards, right? But having 300-400 shards from SVS battle and all of that, that really helps. But yeah, it's not nothing too crazy. I don't know if it helped, Marcus. Let me know, but I'm not sure it helps. But you have the option, right? For me, like, because we are SVS focused. I'm a R4. I'm making YouTube videos. Like, I'm leading by example, and I don't allow myself to push on other events. Is that the best for me? I'm not sure. It's the best for my state. Because the less people are. Like, KY, like a KY like that, you see a KY like that, you need the shards. Like, if you save speed ups, training speed ups, you will do that amount of points in one day, right? If you save for 2 or 3 months, or if you spend a bit of money. So, if you wanted to win a KY, like, or be second, that will be super easy to do, right? It's not too bad to push a KY like that and to say, okay, I'll go for second. Like, people are not pushing, people are saving for SVS. I really need the shards. that could be a play as well. Wait for, but early days it's a bit harder, right? It's a bit harder in the early times, right? Because just people are really sorry, guys, for the yawning. People are really going strong on KY, so it's not that easy. Like for me, if I really need gems, I did push sometimes on I did push sometimes on 2-day events, but for 2-day events, if I push on 2-day events, it will be when there is a seasonal event, right? That's only when it really makes sense. Else, it's really a lot. But that could be an option as well sometimes if you need the gems to push a VIP level. So you try to gain, you push KOI. And that's actually something I covered in one of my last guides, but many people are like, when they push on KOI, they are like, oh, I'm gonna use a bit Monday and a bit Tuesday and a bit Wednesday and a bit Thursday. I'm like, go freaking all in. If you train today, then go freaking all in on all of that. Do your charms today, do your essence stones today, so you have a chance to rank first, and you have a chance to win 20,000 gems, right? That's 10k VIP points. Unless you think you have enough speed up to finish first today anyway, and you could use your charms to rank better on another day. But if you don't know, if you're not sure, then I'll go freaking all in today. I'll go like very mad. Gonna be mad Thursday. I'm gonna use everything that's there, so I'm securing that day, and I'm as well sending a strong signal to people that, I have stuff, and I'll make points basically. Because if you're average every day, that people sometimes keep competing. But sometimes if you you go very strong on a day, sometimes I'm just like, oh, I'm not gonna push this time. This dude is going very strong, and they have no idea what you have in your bags, right? But I've seen people discouraged basically. So let's see, can we see the ranking? So I'm 99. So let's see if there are anyone. No, I'm the first of the alliance, so that's good. That's not amazing point so far, but that's good. I made good choices. I'm just might be lagging a bit behind because people are reinforcing online players. So I usually make more at the beginning. I make a bit less on wave 14 to 17. So we'll see how it ends up, but that's a good start. I'm looking a bit at the Discord as well. Some people have issues with some of the channels. I'm sure there is a cap, actually. I don't know how much it did, but I'm sure they because they open a certain amount of battlefields, right? So I'm sure there is a cap. The question is more, 165 is really a lot. I think I've seen 120, 130, but 165 is really a lot. I don't think the game is smart in the sense of the more there are players, the more patrols you have, for example. I don't think at all that's the way. They could do that as well. They could, either make them respawn faster. That's something they did in like games like World of Warcraft or like bigger games. When you are on a crowded stage and at some point things are, reappearing faster because, quest items and NPCs and whatever, if you kind of know what I mean. But I don't think the game is smart that way, right? I think it's fixed. They always respawn at the same time. They always respawn for the same amount. Or there is a little margin of error, but it's 21. We always, we have been doing boring 21 Crazy Joe for a long time now. That's the thing with Crazy Joe, right? Either it's boring or either you get destroyed. Like we did our first Crazy Joe on the stage I was playing, like for the video for the beginners. Like, we have 60k troops, so you cannot reinforce everyone. Wave 10, you have half of the alliance burning. Wave 15, you have three-thirds of the alliance burning. It's kind of the old school, all days Crazy Joe, It's 21. So you get to level 11, I think, and I'm not sure when level 21 increased, because for us, like, they unlocked for like the first 2 years it was only level 11, but then only level 11 you beat it like easily, either Furnace 30 I forgot, or Furnace, Fire Crystal 1, 2, 3. So they added level 21, but level 21 you beat it easily. Fire Crystal 5, right? So now we are 8 and soon we are 10, so it's really kind of outdated difficulty. I don't know if you paid attention, but they've made a few extra changes in the patch. I mean, there are very little ones, right? But notice board update 3rd July. I did not read all actually, but there are more items, right? So the transfer pack have been upgraded. It gives general speed ups, and the fishing pro set pack upgraded. So it now gives essence stones and general speed ups, right? So I don't have access to the fishing pack. I actually do. Let me show you. So that's my second account, right? That the level, whatever Furnace 20 kind of thing I'm doing to make newbies videos, basically. And if you look at I'm not gonna buy it, but we had the fishing tournament, right? So that they say it's gonna improve with time, but I think on a new state, not enough time passed for that to improve, so I cannot see yet. But that, it basically for €1 you get 2 hours of speed up and 2 essence stones, because you used to get only these, right? So that's how they improved it, and the values, the percentage stayed the same. So somehow it's you get more, but it's the same percentage. That's what they've done. So that they increased a bit. So I think that's actually quite okay. And they said the transfer pass as well. I wanted to check, yeah, you get 12 hours of speed up for €6. So it's like 2 hours per euro. So it seems to be like crazy, the fishing. Didn't they say leaderboard? Which leaderboard, Springy? They mentioned a few leaderboards. They mentioned for Frostfire Mine. They mentioned for what? What else? So how are we doing? We're not doing that good. Like with more people, we really struggle to make points, but everyone struggle to make points. I'm still first. Like the next one is 64. That's very far. That's really far. Let me check the... No. I don't want to close OBS. Fishing 2, but let's see together. So that was the first. That was the first one. It's actually not that bad. That's very little point. People went very gentle, but I don't know what they've done. Oh, now you get the city skin. Oh no, the March skin is up to level. Oh what? March skin is only level is only for the first 3 place now. It used to be for the first 6 place, no? Because my guide is about the first 6 places, not the first 3 on the city on fishy skin. Let me look at the patch note on the other game. Mercenary, Alliance Championship, Event Rewards, Crazy Joe, Alliance Leaderboard, okay, and Fishing Tournament. Tournament second treasure. Yeah, so they said leaderboard for fishing skin. You're right. For fishing tournament, sorry. But that means that do you have maybe more rewards when it's cross states? Like when you start to have more than 3 people? Could I believe these are from our state, right? That was an interstate fishing. So that could be because of that, maybe. I don't know what you think. Because I actually don't remember my first fishing tournament, you know. Like I that's a little while ago, so I did not pay attention. So that's, you know, good nuances. So I don't know if it looks different, to be honest with you. Maybe I take a screenshot. I'll put on Discord and then I'll check it next time. You know, we have it on this state, which is a lot further. Leaderboard, reward to compare. Fishing journey. So let's see about that. I'll put it on Discord and I'll use Discord to track these things. So you guys are not seeing the Tonton's Welcome channel. Which is the channel I created for you guys to watch and to read. Yeah, the divers are crazy, right? The divers were the last thing for me. And on the new state, you don't have the algae, for example. So you, like on the new states I started, you don't have the algae. So that's something I'll need to mention as well somewhere. So that's gonna be it for Crazy Joe. So that's wave 19. So let's go. See, it's so you see the auto heal. Did you guys saw? So now, when you have the pack, right? If you go to Alliance, you go to Help. You have to see how many auto heal you've done today, right? So when I heal troops, they went out immediately, instantly. I think I'm gonna test it with you guys. I'm gonna freaking test it. We're gonna do it together. I'll give a chance for people to. So I know for, but that, man, like, if I wanted to, with the auto help we have in the alliance, I don't know, we have maybe 20 people buying it. Let's assume they're online. So let me show you what I'm thinking of. Let's remove all my dudes. Testing, let's do something exciting because Joe was a bit boring. So let me freaking leave. Because everyone is online. Like we have freaking everyone online right now. So let's fill out my infirmary a bit. So that's something that got me excited today. It means tomorrow I could make like millions of points on you know, I can spend the day basically with auto heal. I can spend the day healing my farm troop. Someone is having fun with me as long as I'm not burning. So let's do equalize, don't care. Let's do equalize, don't care. So I'm gonna fill the infirmary on my farm. That's one first thing I'm gonna do. So first of all, here it's 39 minutes. So let's see how quick it's gonna go. Help, bam, instant. So auto help is crazy. So let's see. Let's do like a big batch. Let's just see. I'll do too many, so it's gonna overrun auto help. Then let's join. So I have 2 days, right? So let's see out of 2 days how much goes out quickly. So today 43 minutes. See? How many hours that was that? It nearly 1 hour went off immediately. So let's do 1,000 troops. Let's do 1,000.5 because an hour went off immediately. So see how healing is? Oh man. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Let me record it. That's totally insane. Like that, solving the bot issue and the healing bot issue. So that's really, so okay, I wasted some resources, but auto heal is insane, guys. So again, that's the one that you get from. I actually don't see what it says. Auto help and auto hunting, right? And the value increased. They increased a bit the value, of course. But that card is now it's a bit crazy. So see, one well went offline, so I need to heal a bit less. Like just because people are online, I can do 1.4k troop. So that's really, really good, guys. That's really. So you can imagine an alliance with 30, 40 of these, right? Like big spender alliance on. Like Frost Dragon Tyrant, you know, can play 60 people. Let's say you have 50 online. Nobody has to do anything, you just have to heal. That's gonna be so good, but that can cause so many Yeah. Yeah, it's strong, man. No, it's not that strong. It's really not that strong in terms of power, right? It looks strong because, you know, because it's an old account, right? It's an old account. I made it day 2. After I play like day 1, I play on my city like all day to min max, you know, all I can. Then I made my farm day 2, and I just did not play my farm for 30 days. So you know, it's I nearly dropped it at some point. So it's crazy. So the monthly value card is really crazy. I'm not gonna stick too long, guys. I'm a bit tired. I have some phone calls to make actually. Yeah, I have some phone calls to make. So that's gonna be more or less it for today. I might just take 5 minutes. If anyone has any last minute questions, I'll just review the patch with you in case something is missing the patch notes. In case I need to make a video update, but I don't think so really. I think we've seen most of it. The fishing leaderboard, we're not sure. The packs we've seen, so it's very little. The fishing is actually not too bad if you are buying it. You probably saw the secured alliance research nodes. That's fairly straightforward, right? We didn't know how it's gonna look, but you know, you see it here basically. So if I drop one, let me do that because I can. Let me bomb that place. So let me do that. Let me do the. It was the great smelter, so we want the farm. Did not work. Why did not work? Territory, special building. Did I misclick it? So that's fairly straightforward. You can see it here now, so you know. That's really, really simple. What was the update to do with the keys? Let's check it out. I'm not sure how it's gonna be displayed. I have an ID, but my ID is that if you go to hero recruitment, okay, you don't need 10, so let's look at the other account. This one should not have 10. So yeah, you can so if you have 10, you can do them 10 by 10 and then open them all. And if you don't have 10, it opens all the one you have, right? So I have 8 and 5. So you want to use your 5 keys. And that's kind of giving you the summary of the 5 keys, right? Same with the 8 here. So that's just the way it works for the keys. So that's simple, that's good enough. And that's good enough in my book. I think that's fair enough. Do I want to use Gina? Gina is okay. So let's upgrade Sergey. That's I'm saving, that's okay. That's 100 free-to-play accounts. I'll restart again later, guys, with you. I'll try to make a good thing for the restart. I'll make an alliance, maybe I'll try to be R5 of it. I'll really like invest a lot and will push, but that's really not a good time for me, summer. So I'm just really using that because some of you have been asking, hey, I didn't know you were restarting. If I knew, I would come with you. It's really just a temporary project. It's not gonna last. Yeah, it's not gonna last. I'm just trying to max out my Gina. So why? Okay. Yeah, it was too late. Oh, I was already joined. So that's okay. So we've seen that. So what else? What else? Suggestion box. Notice. Let me actually open it on the second screen. On the second game. That's the advantage of PC is like, and if I make a farm, I'll make it on a separate account as well. I cannot be bothered, you know, to have my farm plus my main plus another account on the same device, right? That's not possible. So chief gear upgrade adjusted, so we've seen, so that's, I'll retake the patch note very quickly, then I'll log off. So if you go look at chief gear, now the increase, you know, you need 5 upgrades or 4 upgrades or 5, but I think it's 5 because that used to be 10 and they did not change the cost unless they reduced the cost a bit, but that you should feed it, and I think maybe you need a 5th upgrade to turn it red, something like that. But the big change is deployment capacity, and I actually don't know how much deployment capacity from red chief gear. So we'll try to figure out daily mission, so that you've seen probably, right? Daily mission is you get dispatch pets, right? 4 times. So for me, I cannot do it because, you know, I dispatch them before the update, and you get the labyrinth challenge, you know, once a day. So it's complete. So I actually don't think I cleared a level because I did it when the patch was updating and I did not see the battle, and I don't think I progressed, but I think it's just trying your luck, right? So they made that part a lot longer. So daily optimization, more activity, but not the same. Daybreak. So there is Azure. I'm not sure you pronounce it. But that's, who cares, you know, but some people care actually, so that's why I'm showing it. Maybe it's actually nice. I could redo some of the design. So that is, oh, that's actually, what? That looked a lot better than when I placed it. So here it looks amazing, and when I place it, okay, so you need to place it a few times, right? So that's the Azure fence. Like the kind of thing I don't care. So Dragon Tyrant we'll see later, but they made some changes. The keys, we talk about it. State banner, so I'm not sure if the one we have. See, it's moving a bit, right? It's zooming in and out, so it's that's the state banner. So that's okay, they made it change. There should be a voting option. So new declaration. So if Sato is making a new one, you should have a thumbs up somewhere here. And do you have a thumbs up in the alliance? Because yeah, so deployment capacity, you get 910 per piece. Times 6 is actually not too bad. It's actually okay. So let me see, can I do something with that? Can I give a thumbs up? So you can report it and you can copy it. So you cannot vote and do a thumbs up. I thought there was something you could do here. So the skin, you might have already checked it yourself, but you know, like it actually works better on the other accounts. Because skins were sorted in a very weird way. And now the skins are sorted in a very convenient way when you have a bit of skins. If you don't have skin, I don't think it really helps, like we just saw, but if you have skins, you all have them at the top, which you don't used to have. And you can only see them that you already have in your bags, or the ones that are available easily with events, right? So these are Frosty Fortune, that's Arena, that's President, that's Snowbuster, that's Fishing, all of that. So that's the skin. Snowbuster we'll see later. Initial state number, so you can display it, or, you know, that's where. So when I say I'm from 665, that's, you know, Not been lying to you guys all this time. Mail capacity 500, who cares? Mercenary prestige. Yeah, I don't have it in the. I'm doing the level 1 difficulty on the other account, and I don't have any change here. So that's okay. And then a few more things. Championship. So we saw the chest at the beginning. I did not keep it open it, but rewards are a little bit of speed ups and small things. It's not really good rewards, but you're gonna get it, 3, 4, 5 times a week. So it's better than nothing basically. But it seems to be only if you. Let's see if we can see it. Probably actually. We can see it here, I guess. Oh, what do we do for Crazy Joe? Personal ranking 13. So like with the activity we had, it's really hard to get good spots. So I'm still the first of the alliance, but I'm ranked very low. So that's okay. And then let's check very quick the alliance championship. We should have somewhere something like that. We should have rewards. KO rewards, and you have the chest, right? And you have the details. So it's like not even 1%, right? It's 0.1% to get the general shard or to get gems. You will get very little gems most of the time. You will get very little component XP. So I think for me that's totally undertuned. Like it's something you get. It's something you get very rarely, and that's giving you nothing. So for me, like this thing can be generous. Like it's such a little amount that it can be generous. Yeah, Frostfire Man optimization. Everything else we covered, guys. Everything else we covered from the patch. So that's gonna be it for today for me. I need to run. So we have a lot of work to do on the Discord. Please feel free to share it. We are 2025, but feel free to invite people that play the game. I'll make an announcement video as well for everyone that was not here in the live, so kind of explain the monetization on YouTube, the auto dubbing, and the Discord, which is mostly the Discord. Welcome Thunderstruck to Discord. I'm not sure, Marcus. I think we have a bunch of new players, and we don't always communicate the rules in advance because we are used to do things our way, and so I think he got kicked from HQ, and he was not happy about that. But I'll check later. But we had 20 plus people, and sometimes like nobody. I said I put the marker about the lancers and everything, but he was basically late. So I think that's just a question of that. But that's something people need to learn, I think, a bit in the game. Like sometimes we don't realize, like when you kick someone and when you explain the rules, like many people are a bit cold and strict when they do that, and I find it's adding unnecessary tensions. And I don't know what happened right now, right? But that's my experience with the game overall. It's like people, they want to kind of they want to kind of stick to the rules, and I think often it could be diffused and it could be said a lot more nicely without headaches and things. So, but that's always the case when you integrate 20 people to your. I don't know. I've been playing with these folks for 6 months. They've been playing together for a year, so it's rarely 100% smooth, even if it's really smooth so far. So I'll check that later. But they are big enough, they should not need me for that, hopefully. But yeah, thank you very much, guys, for being here. Let me look at the. I'm not sure what I can do basically this weekend. I cannot commit too much yet. Sunday, we have nothing. We just have the battle. I don't know if I can do the full battle. I'll see. I might try to stream on Saturday, guys. I'll do follow-up. But I need to see. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I do Saturday. I'm actually curious to test solo march endpoint, but I'm just too afraid of my resources. Like, that's freaking insane. Like, I'm kind of building back up, but like training T11 plus healing T11 in SVS was so bad. It was really so bad. It destroyed my resources. It removed 75% of my food, 50% of my wood. And I'm slowly building back up, but I'm kind of afraid of the cost of that. So I'm not sure I'm gonna go crazy solo march, but I might try for a tiny bit with the crazy healing new auto help. I really need to go, guys. Thank you very much. See you on the Discord. See you here. See you tomorrow for a video. I've made a lot of beginner video. I'll try to kind of come back with a endgame video too, to mix it up. But because the CT was just day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, you cannot record these things later. You have to record them when they are happening. So I'll use the CT to make new players videos. I think it's important, but I'll make content for you guys too, and just a bit of real life right now happening. So we'll do my best. I see you in the next one. Thank you very much for being here, for chatting. See you on the Discord as well. Cheers. Bye bye.